Hello, all you lovely people, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Dispatch from AdHoc Studio. Founded by former Telltale developers, this is a triumphant return for the episodic narrative adventure genre, and it discards the slow point and click exploration of its predecessors, and it replaces it with a stylish, witty, and surprisingly intense superhero management simulator that focuses entirely on character choice and consequence. So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my AMD Adrenaline settings, and I'm going to be talking about the in-game settings, and I'm going to be showing you how this performs overall on my Lenovo Legion Go. With that said, let's get started, folks. Let's start with my AMD Adrenaline. The display driver version that I'm using is the stock Lenovo Legion Go display drivers. This is the 25.10.20.01. Prior to this, I was using an Ally driver, and I have videos on how to sideload that. I have videos on how to install this as well. So please feel free to check out all those videos because it will come in handy. With this, I obviously will get access to AFMF 2.1. And I don't think this game overall needs something like a fluid motion frames because this is a narrative heavy game. However, having said that, we're still going to apply it because that's why I make these videos, eh? So I'm going to enable it. I'm going to keep the search mode on high. I'm going to keep the performance mode on quality. I am going to be playing with anti-lag. And I do that whenever I turn AFMF 2.1 on. In fact, any kind of frame generation, you need anti-lag. Image sharpening has been kept on 80%. Let's move over to some of the advanced settings. Anti-aliasing method is multi-sampling. Morphological anti-aliasing has been enabled. Anisotropic filtering has been enabled, kept at 2x. Texture filtering quality is in standard, but I'm going to take it up to performance. Surface format optimization, I am going to enable that as well. And even the OpenGL triple buffering. So these are my AMD Adrenaline settings. Now let's jump right into the game and take a look at how this game performs. And oh yeah, let's also take a look at the in-game settings, by the way. I do have my favorite PS4 controller, and I'm going to be playing with my PS4 controller. And while the game loads, let me also show you my Legion Space settings, which, by the way, let me just first allow this. Okay, Legion Space settings. So first things first, TDP. I've kept it on performance mode. This is my fan curve. No FPS limiter because I don't think we'd be needing it for a game like this. Let's move over to my resolution. It's at 800p, 144 Hz. We're going to start tracking the game. And now let's jump right into the game, which is right here. Press anything to begin. Alrighty. And right off the bat, I'm getting like 60 plus FPS, at least that's what it's saying. Okay, so now let's get into the in-game settings. Let's get over to the display settings. There are hardly any options here. Just an option for full screen. There's a VSync option and pause on lost focus. There are no other options there. Let me quickly show you the general options. First, quick time events, cinematic, but we're going to keep it on default, cinematic off, okay? Unlimited hacking attempts. Let's turn it on, okay. And subtitles, we're going to turn it on. Speaker names, we're going to turn it on. Subtitle color per character, yes, all right. Animation on, background off, yeah, for the subtitles, that is, okay. And background opacity is 50%. Some of the filters, profanity censorship, no, we're going to turn it off. Replace licensed music. Replace licensed music, yes. Oh no, let's turn it off because I'm anyways not going to have my volume turned on. Visual censorship off, no censorship at all. So that's pretty much it. Jump right into the game and see how this performs. With these settings on, let's jump right into the game. And it also asks me certain options here. It's the same options that we've been through, so I won't hover on top of that. Again, same options. We're not going to select that. Quick time events, interactive and cinematic. We're going to go with cinematic. I don't want quick time events. Okay, so now the game is starting now. While it starts, let me also give you a little bit of background about this game in terms of the narrative, in terms of the characters. So the story is the absolute core of Dispatch, and it excels by focusing on the mundane and chaotic office life of superpowered individuals. You play as Robert Robertson. I almost was about to say Pattinson. It was just going to roll off my tongue. But hey, it's Robert Robertson and Robert Robertson the third. The voice acting has been done by the actor Aaron Paul, and you are for like a former superhero. So didn't know him well. I love my dad. Okay, look, I love my dad. All right, I love my dad. That's the truth. So this is a game filled with choices. So you're gonna have choices all the time. Therefore, you have to keep your eye on the screen all the time. Okay, let's resume this. Your dad's dead, so you don't love him. Ah, just so sensitive. Okay, let's get back to the um, narrative and the characters that I was talking about. So you were formerly a superhero. You were Mecha Man, and your suit got destroyed. And after your suit got destroyed, you are now the powerless Robert, and you're forced to take a desk job as a dispatcher for the superhero dispatch network. So your team is called the Z Team, and it's comprised entirely of colorful, dysfunctional ex-villains performing community service. The writing is sharp, it's witty, it's genuinely hilarious, and it mixes superhero tropes with workplace comedy. Think about The Boys meets The Office with the heart of Invincible. In fact, the animation type does remind me of Invincible. So it expertly balances the cynicism of bureaucratic burnout with the sincerity of true heroism. The voice acting is fantastic. I mean, the cast is stellar, and it features major talents like Aaron Paul, like I told you, Laura Bailey, and even Matthew Mercer. This voice talent is what elevates the already strong script, making every dialogue choice an emotional beatland with the impact of a prestige animated series. Your decisions rarely rewrite the main plot's destination, but they profoundly reshape the characters and your relationship with them. Choosing who to side with in a squabble, who to cut from the team, or who to pursue romantically dictates the final relationships and the fate of the Z team. The short, episodic structure amplifies this tension, forcing players to wait and stew over difficult, high stakes decisions. Now, I'm not going to play a lot of this game, but I just want to show you the performance of this game. The performance is a solid 80 plus FPS. Now, the reason why I don't want to show a lot of this game is because of the nature of the game itself. It is episodic. So if I show you a lot of it, the meat of what the narrative is all about and what these choices could be may just take the juice out of your experience, so to speak, if you understand where I'm trying to get at. Therefore, I am not going to be playing this game for like half an hour or so. I just want to show the entry few minutes. Now, in terms of the gameplay as well, the gameplay is a unique hybrid, and it works best when viewed as a systemic puzzle complementing the narrative rather than an action game. So, what's the core loop like? Instead of walking around like a lot of the other Telltale games also had, so this time with this game, you're not walking around, but the game drops you into the dispatcher interface. And this is where you take most of your decisions. So, you receive calls detailing bizarre crises across the city and must assign members of the Z team to resolve them. So it's like a light strategy game, and success relies on analyzing the crisis brief, and then you have to match it to the heroes, and you have to keep in mind combat, mobility, charisma, vigor, and intellect of these heroes that you're selecting. Because overcommitting your best heroes risks leaving your roster empty when a citywide threat drops minutes later. And that could create a frantic resource scarcity puzzle. There is interactivity as well in the form of well choreographed quick time events, which we have avoided in this gameplay time, but it's there. And during major action sequences, you will be forced to take those decisions. And there are also these simple node based hacking mini games. So, this is what I was talking about. Yeah. So, you have to move and you have to hack stuff. Time to finish this. Okay. Input code to activate node. Let me just complete this and come back very quickly. So, these are very simple hacking stuff that you've got to do, and you move on from one place to the other. It reminds me of the fatalities that we used to do on Mortal Kombat. How many of you feel like that, where you had to press these buttons very quickly? See, that's exactly what you're doing. You're just pressing the buttons very quickly. The good news is that the game is performing excellently on the Legion Go. I mean, 70 plus FPS, it's not even breaking a sweat, and it's incredible. Okay, so finally you get to complete these hacking, simple, node-based hacking mini game. I press R2. Okay, fair enough. And there we are. Location data extracted. So the production quality of this game is excellent, by the way. I mean, as you can see, the visuals are truly impressive. I mean, the animation quality is outstanding, and it adopts a stylish, kinetic, Western anime aesthetic with bold, vibrant colors and extremely fluid character movement that rivals high end streaming cartoons. The pacing is also on point, and you don't have the mandatory walking and environmental clicking found in some of the previous games. But hey, the story moves at an incredible pace, and every minute is either a vital character beat, a plot progression, or a crucial choice. The game also has this episodic structure, so we already have all the episodes which have come out. But I highly recommend that you actually play this game because the presentation, the production values, the voice acting, the character animations, the overall quality of this game is simply outstanding. And therefore, I will recommend that you check this game out. Here in India, it's priced at 1300 Indian rupees for the standard version and 1600 Indian rupees for the digital deluxe variant. That's the one that I got because it even had, I think, a few comics thrown in there. So I was talking about the episodic structure, and therefore I'm not showing a lot of this game because I'd be giving away too much otherwise, unfortunately. But what I can say about this game is that it's definitely a masterclass in interactive storytelling and one that successfully revives and modernizes the choice and consequence based adventure games. And by transplanting the action from the battlefield to the back office, AdHoc Studios delivers a unique, character driven superhero story that treats its eclectic cast with genuine respect and humor. The focus on managing a team of emotionally fragile ex villains, combined with the stress of the dispatch puzzle, creates a compelling, addictive, and often deeply moving experience. In fact, we haven't even got into the dispatch screen yet. That is something that I want you to experience yourself. But take a look at the gorgeous animation that you have here, the top tier voice work, and even sharp writing. I have the volume turned off right now, but when you experience this, I mean, the audio visual experience is truly immersive. It will take you to this world of dispatch. You will be able to relate each and every character of this game. And the voice acting and the sharp writing, that's what really does this game um, justice, and it brings this game right on top for the superhero fans and anyone looking for a rich or an interactive drama. I'm sorry if my dog is barking in the background. I'll try to cut it off as much as I can, but in case it does seep in, I apologize for that. Now, overall, I really had a great time from the get go with Dispatch. And this is a game that I've seen so many videos of on YouTube, and each of them, because of the choices that you make in the game, can lead to a different story chart or a different trajectory. I mean, you can have various relationships either with Invisible or Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna give it away. There are already too many videos, but here's the thing: don't watch too many of them. Otherwise, your own experience might get hampered, and you may not end up getting those unique experiences that the game developers wanted you to have. So that's all that I would say. But hey, my time with Dispatch, fantastic performance on the Legion Go, superb. The character animations, everything speaks volumes about the quality of content that you're getting here with Dispatch. So that's it for this video. I wanted to make a short video on Dispatch, mainly showing the performance of this game on the Legion Go, and I think it nails it. It's not a very graphically demanding game, so it's gonna run really well on your Legion Go. Hey, this is my 2 cents on Dispatch, and if you've played Dispatch, if you're planning to play Dispatch, I would say immediately get this. And if you've played Dispatch, you can just come back and tell me what your favorite moments from the game were, and if you want to share something with the other people in the comment section, feel free to, because this is a community of gamers and people who like gaming on the Legion Go. So I appreciate any comments of yours and I welcome it. Now, apart from that, guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you could hit that like and subscribe button. Um, I mean, I do make content like this. These are my Let's Play videos on the Legion Go. But apart from this, I have many other videos like gameplay videos. I have game reviews. I have products and items being reviewed. Of course, products and items related to gaming, that is. And you can check out all my other videos out as well. And if you want to join my community, it's as simple as hitting the subscribe button. There is a paid member option as well for as low as $1, which of course will also help me fetch a cup of coffee every month. And I thank you in advance for supporting my channel that ways as well. But that is just an option. To become a community member, it's absolutely free. Again, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. Well, folks, that's it for this video. I will see you lovely folks in my next one. Until that time, I'll say take care, stay safe, and may God bless you all.